Hey there, Aries. Welcome to reading for, this is for the September 17th Pisces eclipse. And you have this happy card, this renewal card and this righteousness card. So I feel for a lot of you, you are feeling renewed. This Pisces eclipse is the first in a set. So if you're wondering how long will this energy last, I would say at least 6 months. But again, we have a set of Pisces eclipses. We have one on September 7th of 2025, and then the next one after that will be August 28th of 2026. So again, we have 3 Pisces eclipses, so again, the energy can last like a little bit longer, or for the next 3 years or so, somewhere around there. So definitely something to think about. But again, you have that renewal card, and I do feel that you are in this period of like renewal or renewing your energy, or trying to gain freedom in your life, and that definitely seems to be a focus for you, Aries, and it has been for a little bit of time now. So definitely something to think about. You start with the Strength card, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Hermit. I feel like you want people to see your strength is really what this is saying, especially with that Hermit card. And the Hermit card, really, the Hermit develops a lot of strength. He is climbing a mountain, and he is going through a dark night of the soul, so he has gained a lot of strength. The Strength card says that you've been through a period of time where you've had to kind of conquer your inner voice. The lion on this card is submitting to this lady right here. Its tail is between its legs. And so the lion kind of represents her inner voice, her inner critic, her inner demons, things like that. And she has overcome her own personal challenges by taking control of her inner voice. And so, I feel this is good. It looks to me like there's like a lot of maybe personal development going on here. You have the Seven of Pentacles. I mean, definitely looking for change. It's an eclipse. We are always looking for a change during eclipse times, eclipse seasons. So I feel for a lot of you that you are looking for a change, probably to increase your, it's like you want more out of the things that you do, is what the Seven of Pentacles says to me. Not only that, you go from the Seven of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. It's like the Seven of Pentacles is okay. He has produced a result. He has grown those 7 pentacles, but he's thinking to himself, like, am I getting the most out of this situation that I possibly can? Or, is this just enough? Or are there other things that I could go and grow in my life? And I feel those are the questions you're asking yourself. We even go over to the Nine of Pentacles, which is a much better result. So I feel that a lot of you are kind of looking for situations, or you have learned enough so that you can create a better situation. This could be in work or business or your career. It could be in any area of your life. But I feel for a lot of you, the Hermit says you've been on this journey to discover better ways of doing things, or you've been on this journey to make more money, or look for ways to make more money, whatever the case may be. I feel a lot of you have been kind of working through that with the Hermit. I also feel that a lot of you could be about to step into the limelight and getting a lot of attention. I feel pretty good about the Hermit in your reading. The Hermit has that star that's in his lantern, and I always say that he needs to shine that star out all over the place and get more attention. But I kind of feel like whatever you're doing, you could be getting more attention. With the Strength card, you have the Four of Wands. Yeah, we go here. We go Hermit, Three of Swords, the Eight of Swords, Four of Wands, Three of Swords, the Nine of Cups. I kind of feel some of you could be setting yourself free in love as well. So for those of you that want love, then I would say that you could be, this right here can say that not everybody is the same, and that you need to open up to new types of people. With the Ten of Cups. So again, if you want love, I do feel like your love life could be changing. But really, the Four of Wands is a card of freedom, and it's funny that I said freedom at the beginning of the reading. I feel like your main focus is freedom. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the World. Yes, I feel like you've gotten everything you can out of a situation. I've said this to you a million times, Aries. It really wouldn't surprise me if what you're doing right now is not what you'll be doing 3 years from now. And I would say if you are doing the same thing 3 years from now, I think that it will be significantly different. There will be major changes that you make in the way that you work. And so again, you don't have to up and quit your job, but there could be some upgrades or some different ways that you're approaching things, or the way that you are working on your projects. Some of you could be completely making a change. For others, I feel that you could be like using some of the same tools that you're using right now, but there will be a change. Like, the best example I could give you is it would be like if I quit this channel and I started a new channel. It's like I would be making a big change if I did that, but I would still be using the same tools. I think that if you're doing something like that, you're doing this for expansion. It's like the Seven of Pentacles really says you've gotten, it says, is the juice worth the squeeze? But I think you've gotten all the juice you can out of something, and it's just time to evolve, change, grow, do those different things. And this is going to be, a really big accomplishment for you. The world is an accomplishment. With the Hermit, you have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, definitely don't give up. I do feel that this right here is this way is kind of saying don't give up on love. You even have the King of Cups right here, and the King of Cups up to the Ten of Cups. So I feel that this is saying don't give up on love. There could be a very strong new connection coming in for you, but obviously if you give up, then you're not going to find love if you want it. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this Request card and this Awaken card. I feel you've been requesting answers in your life, and you could be awakening to those answers. I feel like there is a little bit of it's like there's a little bit of a wound that the universe has been pushing on right here with the Five of Pentacles. And it's almost like last night, let me tell you something. I sent my shin like full force into the edge of my bed, and it still hurts, right? And it's almost like something is poking it. It's like that's what I feel for you here with the Five of Pentacles. It's almost like you whacked your shin and the universe keeps poking it. And so but I feel like you need to look at that, whatever that is. If there's a painful experience that you've had over the last year or two, could be a breakup or separation, but it could be anything. I feel the Five of Pentacles is saying, look at that situation, look at where you were strong, look at where you were weak. The Five of Pentacles is all about doubling down on your or doubling down on your strengths, right? And focusing on your strengths and not worrying about your weaknesses. So I feel the Five of Pentacles is saying yeah, maybe the universe has almost been poking something in your life and pointing out a weakness, but I really feel the universe is trying to get you to see how strong you are and get you to focus on your strengths. You have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords can definitely represent a separation or a breakup, but the Three of Swords is a card of healing. The Three of Swords says you need to remove those swords from your own heart, and you need to heal from any heartbreaking situations. It doesn't even have to be love, right? Maybe you lost a job, or you lost a friend, or whatever. And the Three of Swords says you need to forgive those situations and set yourself free so that you can find more success in the future. We even go up here to the Eight of Swords, and so the Eight of Swords is only seeing one way of doing things, and the Eight of Swords is about being stuck in a self-imposed restriction. So I feel the reading itself is definitely there's a big theme about freedom going on here. You have the King of Cups. I do feel this could be a new person. And it doesn't have to be a water sign. I feel this is just talking about a emotionally secure, stable person, and who is just stable. The King of Cups, he's sitting in the middle of choppy waters, and it doesn't really matter what's going on around him. He is perfectly fine. It could be, you have this Awaken card as well, so it could be a very awakened person in your life. I kind of am getting Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, or a Capricorn with the World card. So it could be one of the fixed signs, or it could be a Capricorn that's coming in for you here. But it could be any sign, general reading. But it wouldn't surprise me if it was a fixed sign. Let's put it that way. Let's see here. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Page of Cups. Yes, this is why you need to heal. There's a new person coming in for you. So again, for those of you that want love, new person. And even if you don't want love, for those of you that don't want love, and actually even if you do want love, I would still pay attention to this message here. I feel that you have a dream, or you're kind of creating a new vision for your new life. And I feel that the Page of Cups is really saying, go for it. He might be imagining that fish in the cup. We don't actually know if that fish is real or not. But to me, it doesn't matter if it's real or not. If it's your imagination, or if it's actually a dream that you can really have. The Page of Cups says you need to grab onto that fish and bring it down to earth and make it happen. We even go down to the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is kind of like the big dream. He is imagining something that he could have. And it's coming up in the good stuff, which is very good. With the Three of Swords, you have the Six of Cups. Some of you, I feel, might just be like tiny little bit holding on to the past. So I feel right now would be a great time for you to work through those things. And it's eclipse. An eclipse is a great time to cut things out, change, to create change, to create transformation. So I think this would be great energy for you to like really focus on that. And the other thing I'm getting is if this message is for you, I really feel like the situation was not as good as you think. It's like, I sometimes I think we can get into relationships where it's like the good moments are really, really good, but also there are more bad moments than there are good moments. And so we kind of get blinded by the things that are like really, really good, if you catch my drift. And I feel like this is saying, really, was it as good as you thought it was? Probably not. With the King of Cups, you have the Five of Cups. See, I'm wondering if both people, like you could be attracting a person who also needs to heal. It's like you're healing, they're healing. Obviously, if you meet and you've both healed, that is good. If not, then that is bad. So I would make sure that if you are meeting a new person, that you are healed. I would make sure that they are healed so that there aren't any issues. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have the Spiritual Transformation card. You have this Fertility and Satisfaction card as well. So there clearly is a big transformation. And, eclipses bring major change, major transformations. So it wouldn't really surprise me if you are going through a transformation. We see a lot of fertility in this row. You have the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Both really good cards for abundance. You do have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is self-imposed restriction. The whole entire reading is encouraging freedom, and the whole entire reading wants you to be free. So I feel that anything you can do to increase your, increase your freedom or increase your your own autonomy, right? Like your ability to do your own things and your ability to create your own life that's what's really popping into my head here with the Eight of Swords. It's more like personal or more an independent energy. And we also have the two nines, and the two nines are very independent. So the Nine of Pentacles, and again, I like to remind people, this doesn't mean that you won't have a person in your life or people in general. The Nine of Pentacles just says that you are operating from your own center, and you are the one that is deciding who and what and where to give your energy. She has 3 pentacles here and 6 over here. It represents the fact that she's willing to give 3 pentacles worth of energy to anything in her life, and she's always keeping more than enough from herself. For herself, she understands that she cannot give from an empty cup, so she only has so much energy to give. And the Nine of Pentacles is very focused on balanced giving, which is actually she keeps more for herself. I think we think balanced and we think 50-50, but that's not actually balanced. So this right here does not have to be money either. This could be her time, her effort, her energy, her attention, whatever. She always gives in balance. I also feel really good about this reading just as far as abundance is concerned. So you definitely are increasing your abundance. You have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups says fulfill yourself first. And so I feel for a lot of you that focusing on self-fulfillment is really what this reading is talking about. It's saying, like, even in a connection, make sure that you are fulfilling yourself, or make sure you have things that can fulfill yourself. Again, no one can make us happy. And I always say, like, having things that you do on your own that can fulfill you is really important, I think, for people who get into relationships. I think the problem with modern day relationships as well is like 2 people who are looking for another person to fulfill them, and nobody can do anything for you. It's impossible. So I always say, like, get a hobby, get something, do things that you enjoy on your own. And if you do that, then you're going to enter into a relationship already fulfilled. You're already beating most people nowadays because they enter into connections empty. And so as long as you do that, I think you will be very happy. The Nine of Cups also says, like, focus on things that bring you into alignment. And if you do that, you will come into alignment. You will manifest a lot faster. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Four of Cups. It's like, I feel like you've gotten to that place where you think that something that you desire is impossible, And so I think working on your mindset would be a really good idea. It's like after too many times of being disappointed, you just give up at a certain point. And I don't blame you, Aries, but I do get a little bit of this energy that is saying, like, don't give up on something that you don't think is possible, whether it's love, money, business, spiritual beliefs, your health, whatever it is. I really feel the Four of Cups is saying you're very close to accomplishing something. He has that one last cup is reaching out, and that one last cup could be the answer. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Devil. Yes, like I said, balanced giving. I was definitely getting something about that on that Nine of Pentacles. Could also be a Capricorn that you're attracting into your life. Wouldn't surprise me. So, again, if you want love, could be a Capricorn. But I do get something here about really needing to make sure that you can fulfill yourself before you enter into something, and vice versa as well. Again, if you meet a person and it seems like they are needing more and more energy, and not that it's a bad thing to give your partner energy, of course not. But if they are just seeming needy or whatever the case may be, you might want to have a conversation with them and say, like, you need to get a hobby. You need to go, join a paintball class or do something for yourself. And I think that could actually be the most loving thing you could do for them, because it's going to set themselves free. They'll become a better person. And, really, I feel like more people need to open their mouths in relationships and tell people, how they feel. So I would open up here. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Ace of Pentacles, something you've been wishing for. Again, I feel a lot of you could be getting to a place where growth is actually happening and you're not like struggling to see results on the things that you're working on. I feel really good about this Ace of Pentacles. Like, don't get me wrong, the Ace of Pentacles is a really good card, but I just feel this is a little bit extra special in your reading here, Aries. The Ace of Pentacles is a card of growth, and we have to nurture the Ace of Pentacles into existence. I can see your next card, which this Cow Spirit says the miracles are endless, and it's a very good card, but, we have to, grow those miracles, and I feel like that's what the Ace of Pentacles is saying. Next, in the area, can't make this up. In the area of the good stuff, you have this card. It says, freedom is yours. What have we been talking about this entire reading? We've been talking about freedom. You have this Cow Spirit. It says the miracles are endless. So I feel like the miracles are endless. Happy times ahead for you, Aries. Looks really, really good. Like I said, there's a cow here. The cow could represent Taurus, and Taurus is all about treating things like a garden. Again, I know I've been saying this for like 3 years now at least, that anything that we're working on that's important to us, we really have to treat it like a garden. We have to water it, feed it, fertilize it, give it sunlight. We have to get rid of the bugs, all those things. That goes for relationships, businesses, pretty much everything. And we really need to pay attention. It sounds like a lot of work. It kind of is, but at the same time, it'll be worth it. So, don't be afraid to really nurture and care for the things that matter to you. If you do that, you're just going to attract more miracles into your life. You have the Ten of Cups, the Death card, and the Seven of Cups. The Ten of Cups is like fortune after difficulty. It's like good things happening after a difficult period of time. It's also a card of choosing to be choosing to be happy. These people are standing in the real world and they're dealing with real world problems and issues, but they are choosing happiness. So I think it would be a great time for you to choose to do things that make you happy. Again, go join a paintball team or something like that. Do something to make yourself happy. But that's also happy home, happy family. So it could be a strong connection. You have the Death card. Again, like I said, I don't ignore these cards during eclipse readings, but it's just like, okay, yeah, it's an eclipse. So, of course, there's going to be some sort of positive change or a change. At least it's a positive change, right? And not a negative change, but definitely a change coming in for you. You have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is the dream. He is looking and dreaming of the Seven Cups, represents being spoiled for choice. In the good stuff, the Seven of Cups kind of says that you will be manifesting this dream on Earth, or at least you have the potential to. Yeah, with the Ten of Cups, you have the Three of Swords. Love it. Very good. That is showing up in the good stuff. This would say that you are healing yourself, and by healing yourself, you are bringing in the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is like fortune after difficulty as well. So if you have been having a difficult period of time in love or even just your connections in general, this would say that you're just having, things are getting better. With the Death card, you have the Death card, basically just the universe saying I meant what I said. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Love it. This is amazing. I love readings that have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles together. That is very positive. The Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire to have in your life. The Ten of Pentacles is about building and leaving a legacy. When you build and leave a legacy, you have true freedom. So, again, I would say if you're thinking about working on any big projects, if you're thinking about, building a family or something like that, really, really good. You have this Secrets card. This card is Venus and Scorpio, and it's actually a pretty good card. It says you need to look into secrets. If there are things you don't know, learn about them, and that's where the blessings will come from that card, is doing research. You have this Fortune card. Damn. Really good. It seems like a very fortunate reading, especially if you've been through a difficult period of time. It's kind of funny because like the first three rows are basically telling me that you don't believe this, right? It's like you're like, yeah, whatever, and because of what you've been through. But I feel like you need to start believing that you can be fortunate, that you can attract good fortune. You have this publicity card. Didn't I say something about stepping into the limelight? I'm telling you right now, if you have like a YouTube channel, if you're just trying to get attention, I'm pretty sure I said that on the Hermit card, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it's an amazing time for those of you that like work in social media. Maybe you are on TV or something like that as well. Amazing time for publicity. You have this birth card. You are either birthing a new life. Some of you, Ten of Cups, could be starting a family, or you could be hoping to start a family. And if you are, then this is very good. If you are looking for a person to start a family with, again, I feel some of you could be discovering a person that you will have a family with in the future. So really, really good. And finally, you have this impulsiveness card. This is actually a pretty good card. It can say that you might be making some impulsive moves, but there's a lucky horseshoe right here. And it could say that, something that seems impulsive, it could be very good for you. I kind of feel like it's the Ace of Pentacles here. Sometimes the Ace of Pentacles can be someone making you an offer with the Pentacle and saying like, hey, come do this with me or come do that with me. And it might be impulsive. It might be sudden. You might choose to do it, and it could be really good for you. So if you get any random, opportunities, it could be a blessing. It could be a miracle, like that cow spirit says. But I really like this reading for you here, Aries. Looks really good. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.